Hello everyone. Welcome you all to the 13th episode of Divine Margazhi series. Thiruppavai tales unveiled through art and music. What is courage? True courage is to stand against evil even when we stand alone. Why do I start this episode with a quote on courage? Wait and listen to the explanation of this Thiruppavai. You have the reason in store there. First, listen to the recital of this Thiruppavai in Atana Raham and Rupahatalam.
புள்ளில்வாய் கீண்டனை புல்லரகனை புள்ளில்வாய் கீண்டனை புல்லரகனை கிளி களைதனை கீர்த்திமை பாடி போய் கிளி களைதனை கீர்த்திமை பாடி போய் பிள்ளைகளெல்லாரும் பாவை கழுப்புக்க பிள்ளைகளெல்லாரும் பாவை கழுப்புக்க வெளியெழுது வியாழமுறங்கிற்று வெளியெழுது வியாழமுறங்கிற்று பொள்ளும் சிலம்பின கார் போதறி கண்ணீனாய் புள்ளும் சிலம்பின கார் போதறி கண்ணீனாய் கொள்ள கொடிர குடைந்து நீராடே கொள்ள கொடிர குடைந்து நீராடே பள்ளி கிடதியோ பள்ளி கிடதியோ பாவை நீனம் நாட பள்ளி கிடதியோ பாவை நீனம் நாட கள்ளம் தவிர்தே கரதேலோரியம் பாவை கள்ளம் தவிர்தே கரதேலோரியம் பாவை புள்ளில்வாய் கீண்டனை.
That was a Thiruppavai that you heard in Atana Ragam. All of us know that each raga gives a particular feeling or it creates a mood. Atana stimulates Veera Rasam, Veera Bhavam or courage within us. In dramas too, in the olden days, we see that this ragam is predominantly employed when Gambiram has to be portrayed. Now, when I start explaining this Thiruppavai, all of you will realize how aptly this ragam is selected for this particular pasaram. Certainly, kudos and pranams to the legends Sri Ariyakudi Ramanuja Iyengar for tuning these Thiruppavais and Srimati M.L. Vasantakumari Amma for her immaculate rendition which has taken the Thiruppavais to every household. In yesterday's Pasaram, all of us enjoyed Rama Anubhavam. Now, in today's Pasuram, are we going to experience Rama or Krishna or Nrisimha Avataram? I mean, what are we going to enjoy? When I read out this particular line, all of you will start raising many questions. The first line, புள்ளின்வாய் கீண்டானே பொல்லா அரக்கனை கிள்ளிக் களைந்தானே கீர்த்திமை பாடிப்போய். Now let us split this line, into, we'll see the word by word meaning. It will be very interesting the way we interpret this one. புள்ளின்வாய் கீண்டானே. This refers to the Bagasura Vad by Krishna, in Dwapara Yuga, in the Krishna Avataram. Pullinvai Kindane also refers to a bird losing its feather, right? So this actually can refer to Jatayu, who loses his feathers when he fights a fearful battle with Ravana while he abducted Sita. Right, so Pullinvai Kindane, Polla Arakane. So who is the Polla Arakan here? It will naturally refer to Ravana, right? Polla Arakan. Killik Kalaindane. Now we'll get a big doubt. Killik Kalaindane means, when we decipher the meaning, we understand that one who uses his nails to kill someone. Right? Killik Kalaindane. Now, does this refer to the Nrisimha Avatara? Because in Nrisimha Avataram only, Nrisimha comes in the form of a lion-headed person with a human body, and he tears Hiranyakashipu in the twilight time, of course, in the in the door, right? We call it as a Nilapadi in Tamil, right? There he kills Hiranyakashipu. So does this refer to the Nrisimha Avataram? So valid doubt here, right? But the phrase what we should focus is Polla Arakkane. So does that mean Hiranyakashipu or Hiranyakshan or Ravana or Shishupala or Kamsa? But all scholars unanimously agree that Ravana is considered to be the Polla Arakkan. Why? He abducts someone's wife, and out of all the sins committed by all the demons, this tops the list. Okay, rank 1 is given to Ravana in the demon list. So Polla Arakkan, without any doubt, it is Ravana only. So Killik Kalaindane refers to the oath which Rama initially takes, that he will kill Ravana with his fingers or with his nails. Surprisingly, in anger, Rama actually takes such a oath, but in reality that does not happen. But this is what is the oath that he takes. It is there in Valmiki Ramayana as well. And look at the proficiency of Andal. Simply amazing. In one single line, she covers Nrisimha Avataram, Rama Avataram and Krishna Avataram. And in fact, each Pasuram we have been seeing, like one Pasuram highlights about Krishna, one Pasuram highlights about Rama. We have been given individual anubhavam or individual attention. But now we get a mix of all the avatarams and we get to enjoy that in a single line. So no words can actually fit in or be proper to describe Andal's proficiency, right? No words at all. Going forward, Pillaigal Yellarum Pavai Kalampukar. Now everyone who has to assemble here for this nonbu, they are all here. They are all ready. Velli எழுந்து வியாழம் உறங்கிற்று. So we can say this is what is the central phrase or the central line, we can call it that way as well, of this Thiruppavai. Velli எழுந்து வியாழம் உறங்கிற்று. So was Andal actually aware of astronomy? Because or did she see Jupiter and Venus at that time, right? So Venus was in the rising direction, or it was in the eastern direction, let's say, for instance, and Vyayam, the Jupiter was setting. Maybe did she see that? Not sure. It can also be a simple term, right? Like the Thursday has ended and the Friday has begun and you are still sleeping. It can also refer to that. And coincidentally, dear listeners, today is also a Friday, right? What a coincidence. That's what sometimes these coincidences in life make us think that whatever God gives, that's a blessing, right? So this is also a blessing, a smaller ones for us to hear this Thiruppavai on the Friday, which Andal also refers to, right? Velli எழுந்து வியாழம் உறங்கிற்று. Next line, புள்ளும் சிலம்பினக்கான் போதரி கண்ணினாய். புள்ளும் சிலம்பினக்கான். Now we can also hear the chirping of the birds. So she is again describing that it's early morning and it's almost time for our nonbir to get started, and you are still not yet ready to join us. Podari Kanninai, she is describing the woman as one with a beautiful lotus eyes. Kulla kulira kudainde neeradade. Now she says, oh lotus-eyed girl, instead of taking bath in the chill waters, okay, kulla kulira kudainde neeradade. We should understand, people were crazy about ice bath in those times as well. It is not that it is popular just today. It was known and popular in those times as well. So people were well learned, well aware of all the benefits. They were health conscious too. Okay, we can take it that way as well. So kulla kulira kudainde neeradade. Instead of coming and joining us and taking bath in chill waters, doing the neerada routine, Palli Kidatiyo, you are still sleeping instead of joining us for the Neeradal. Pavai ni nannala, today being the auspicious day, Kallam Tavirndu, forget all the, how do I say that? All the differences or difference of opinions between us, or leave of all the adamancy, right? I will not join you today, I am not well, I am not this, that. Don't give excuse. Any sort of excuse, just you forget it, or any adamancy also, unnecessary adamancy. Don't be childish. That's what Andal is quoting here. Ni pavai ni nannalal, today being the auspicious day, kallam tavirndu kalandelor empavai. You forget everything, leave off your adamancy and come and join us. So that's how she's ending this Thiruppavai. So on the 11th Pasuram, we see how beautifully Andal highlights about the Matsya Avataram, right? The cow gives milk when it sees the calf. Similarly, when a fish sees the egg that it has laid, then it hatches. So refers to the Matsya Avataram. Now the 12th Pasuram, she says, okay, a cow, when it sees the calf only, it starts giving milk. But buffalo, it's not like that. Its motherly love or affection is even superior to that of cow, because when it thinks of its calf itself, it will start giving milk. Ninaithu mulai valiye nindru paal sora. That's what she highlights in the 12th Pasuram. Now in the 13th Pasuram, if you observe, she starts with Pullinvai Kindane, referring to the Bagasura Vads that I highlighted in the beginning of the episode itself, right? Beginning of this explanation. So it refers to the bird, right? Pullinvai Kindane. So which avataram? We have highlighted this refers to Nrsimha, Rama, Krishna. It can be taken as one of these avatarams or all of it together. But especially this can also refer to a avataram called as a Hamsa avataram. I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but I'll just give this as an information. It is not just there are 10 avatars of Vishnu. Dashavataram is what all of us are aware of actually. But there are more than 20, or to be correct with the numbers, there are 24 avatars of Vishnu is what is being said and is given in the scriptures too. And Hamsa avataram happens in the Satya Yugam or Krita Yugam. So this Krita Yugam actually comes well before. So it is Krita Yugam or Satya Yugam, Treta Yugam, Dwapara Yugam and Kali Yugam. So this cycle of 4 is what, 4 Yugams is what actually happens. So this is the cycle of Yugas basically. And this Hamsa form, if we see, of Vishnu is like an embodiment of knowledge and discretion. So there are many instances where this Hamsa avataram is actually referred to. It is referred in the Periya Tirumozhi and in Periyalvar Tirumozhi, and in Srimad Bhagavatam as well it is referred to. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, if we actually see, it is referred to as Sa Mam Chintaya
Devaha Prashna Parayati Tirshaya Tasya Aham Hamsa Rupena Sakasha Magam Tada. So what this means is the Bhagavan says, or Lord Vishnu says, Brahma actually meditated upon me, or he meditated upon Lord Vishnu to know the answer to the questions that were asked by Sanaka Muni. Then he appeared in the form of a swan and preached the Vedas to Brahma actually. So Sanakadi Rishis actually means Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, Sanat Kumara. So they were doing upasanas, right? So they questioned, while doing so, they questioned Brahma about how to overcome the materialistic pleasures, that hinder a man's progress towards liberation. Then Brahma himself was indulged in the karma of creation. So he sought Lord Narayana's help to clear all these doubts. Then the Lord took the Hamsa Avatara, in the form of a lustrous swan, and then he expounded the Veda Shastras, imparting to the world the supreme knowledge that the only means to salvation is a focused contemplation on the Lord, so which helps to overcome the desires of the mind. And interestingly, I just read about, we know the 4 Vedas, right? The 4 Vedas being Yajur, Rig, Atharvana and Sama. So the 4 Vedas were called in a different way in the olden times, it seems. So the 4 Vedas were called as Taitriyam, which refers to the Yajur Vedam, then Paudiyam, which refers to Rig Vedam, Talavakaram, which means Atharva Vedam or the Atharvana Vedam, and Samam for Sama Vedam, or it was also called as Chandogya Vedam. So that refers to the Sama Vedam. So these are some interesting facts that I have for you regarding the Hamsa Avataram, and of course this is also related to Hayagrivar is what is being said, but of course the main details that I had to share is about how Lord comes in the form of swan to preach Vedas to Brahma. So for the questions that were asked by the Sanaka Muni Vargal. So with that information, so we have come to the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed listening to this Pasuram, which is set to the courageous Ragam, let's term it that way, right, in Atana. So we'll meet you all with another episode, and it goes on the next Pasuram. So stay curious, stay tuned, and we'll see what the next Pasuram is all about. Take care, folks. Bye.